Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are well. Over on Instagram, I asked you guys what you wanted to see next on my YouTube channel. I have 2 makeup horror stories to share with you guys, but I said, you know what, I know I recently got this Louise package in the mail from their sale that I ordered, and you guys were really interested in that as well. So I ended up putting up a poll on my Instagram asking you guys which one you want to see, and well, Louise won. So today that is what I'm going to be reviewing. It's all of these bases here from her original base, her colored bases, as well as their cosmetic paints with MMMMitchell. So if you're interested in swatches and demos of these, please keep watching. So before we get into the pitch,
guess what, bitch? Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
so before we get into these paints, we're gonna beat this face. First, I like to prep my eyes. So my favorite is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Creme. This gives me such a brightening effect, and it also moisturizes under my eye really nice, so concealer sits over it extremely well. I like to gently tap this eye cream. I don't rub because, you know, you tug on your eyes, it just creates wrinkles and sagging, and you know, we're not about that over here. See how nice and hydrated my under eye looks? It looks healthy, right? To moisturize the rest of my face, I use the EMRYOLISSE Lait Creme Concentre. French teacher would be so proud.
Great! Okay, faster. Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle.
Mais poupou!
It smells really nice too, and it feels super hydrating. I love using these on clients as well. The most problematic area on my face when it comes to makeup is definitely my nose and my upper lip. I sweat profusely on those areas, and the only thing that has been helping me lately is Farsali's Liquid Powder serum. I was gifted this by a friend, and it's the best makeup discovery, skincare discovery I have in my collection right now. Like, I can't stop using this. It's so good. Like, I have other ways of not letting my, you know, foundation break up over my nose and around my mouth, but this actually does everything. It even stops the sweating, because I was never really able to combat sweating no matter how much powder I use or setting sprays. The sweat would come through, but my makeup would be intact. This, however, no makeup is broken up around those areas and no sweat at all. Like, it's freaking magic in a bottle. So if you do have that same problem as I do, I suggest you look into this. So I just put like a few drops. And just spread it around my nose, center of my forehead, and around my mouth, because that sweat is a bitch. This is how it looks after it's completely dried. So I am very matte around this area here and a little bit on my forehead, but you can see how blurred and smooth my face looks. It's ready for makeup, but I still like to prime the rest of my face using my e.l.f. putty primer. This is the original one, which I enjoy a lot. I know there are like 2 or 3 other formulas, I can't remember, but this one really works for me, so yeah. For foundation, I'm going in with the JUVIA'S Place Velvet Matte Foundation. This is one of my absolute favorite affordable full coverage foundations. But the only problem is the shade shot. I really should call it a shade shot because the shade chart on Juvia's website is complete shit. Yes, it's trash. It's not helpful at all. The first time I tried it, wrong. Second time, wrong.
Oh my god! Wow!
Yeah, I suck at matching this foundation, but I don't make it an issue. I would go in with just a lighter foundation to make it work. Using my Real Technique sponge, and this is shade Punta Cana, which, why is this looking like me now? Oh yeah, it's a little dark. So I'm gonna take the Elegant Pro Matte in Light Tan. This one is a little bit too light for me, so I'm gonna mix in that just a little bit. For concealer, I'm using my Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in Toasted Almond. This is extremely full coverage. Like, I just used the tiniest bit. I never realized this had a fragrance too. It smells just like a foundation. Now normally I would take concealer on my eyelids as well, but because we have the Louise base to try out, I want to test it to see if it can really cover my dark circles. I'm going in with my trusted Huda Beauty powder in Blondie to set it and forget it. Ooh, she a messy girl. I find that pressing in the powder first really gives me that flawless base. I don't bake heavily under my eyes because it tends to dry out there a lot. Do you see how smooth this area looks like? She a flawless hoe. Now for this problematic nose. To set the rest of my face, I'm using the COLOURPOP medium dark pressed powder because this foundation, even though it's a velvet matte, it doesn't dry down like 100%, and this doesn't change the color of my foundation. If I don't set my foundation, when I go in with bronzer and blush, it just tends to skip over the foundation and look kind of muddy. So that's why I like to set my entire face with a powder. This is why they call it beat in the face, because you're literally beating that bitch. So now that that domestic violence claim has been filed against this brush, I'm gonna wipe away this slight bake that I have going on. My forehead looks like a baby's booty. Sweet! Now I'm gonna add some bronzer and blush real quick. Bronzer and blusher on. Now I do want a blinding highlight tonight.
Shot! Shot!
so I'm going in with my JUVIA'S Place loose highlight in Nefertiti. This is a really golden highlight, like it's so rich. Oh, I love it. I'm using the Jaclyn JO2 brush and just taking like the tiniest amount just on the tip of the brush. Gonna take out some of that and go to the very high point of my cheekbones. Now I have chubby cheeks, so I tend to just put a little bit there because why not? To make everything seamless, I take my blush brush and I just go right under that highlight and blend the two together so there's no line of demarcation there. I use the big word. Now that we are glowy and hoey, time to set. This is to melt all of the powders into my face. Now that my base is done, I'm going to show you my P. Louise haul as well as the swatches. So enjoy! Up first is the original P. Louise bases. I did purchase 2 of these, and at the back you have the shade name as well as the list of the ingredients. It's a really sleek packaging. Here are the 2 swatched on my arms. As you can see, they're extremely full coverage. The first one is Rumour 04, which is perfect for me, and the other one is Rumour 05, which I bought for clients with deeper complexions. These are the P. Louise colored bases that I bought as well. As you can see, the packaging is so stunning and definitely unique from anything else I have in my collection. These are them swatched on my arm, and as you can see, they're extremely creamy and pigmented. The first shade is called Touch of Frost. The second shade is called Vivid Violet, which is that beautiful pastel purple. The third shade is called OTT Orange or OTT Orange. And the last shade is called Rude Boy Red. Extremely stunning colors. Next is the entire Acid Reign collection. This is the P. Louise collab with MMMMitchell, another UK makeup artist. The packaging on this one is definitely the most unique in my collection. It's holographic. Here you have the ingredients at the back. A little holographic moments on the cover as well. Here are the swatches of the Acid Reign paints. The tiniest amount goes a long way with these paints. Up first you have Blank Canvas, which is a pale nude paint. Then you have Limelight, RAVER, NITRO, Glow Girl, which is a nice magenta, IBIZA, and finally ECSTASY. Last but not least is the P. Louise metallic base in the shade Hooked Up. As you can see, the packaging on this one is also gorgeous. It's this baby pink color with a rose gold tip. When you open the cap, you can see the tip of the tube to release the product inside. This is it swatched on my arm, and as you can see, it's a dual chrome, so it does go from like copper to rose gold, almost like a bronzy shade. It's really stunning when the light hits it. Although I don't have any kind of direction as to where this look is gonna go, I do want to try to use as much of the paints and bases as possible, but I also will be using them along with 2 JUVIA'S Place palettes, so that I want to see how well they blend with the paints and the bases. So let's dive in. First, I'm gonna prime using her original base in the shade Rumour 4. Now I noticed that MMMMitchell uses like a fluffy brush, a fluffy dense brush every time he blends out her base. So I'm gonna do that as well. I don't know if I should apply it directly on the brush on my eyes. Let's put it on the brush. Oh, it looks like a good match for me. It feels sticky, easy to work with so far. It's definitely a different consistency to the primer that I usually use, which is a concealer, the Makeup Revolution concealers. This does have a tackier base, but it blends out really easy. Compared to the Makeup Revolution concealer that does dry down matte, this, because of that tackiness, I can tell that is why people's eyeshadow tend to pop when they use these Louise bases, because they're tacky. Now you can see I have very dark eyelids, and that covered it up extremely well, so great job. Now that I've primed, the first shade I want to use is one of the cosmetic paints in the shade Glow Girl. It's this deep berry shade almost. I love this packaging so much. It's so stunning. It's definitely one that you put on display. When you open it up, it looks like this. It's a big hole.
That's what he said.
I'm gonna take some on a small fluffy brush. I want to be as precise as I can with this look today, as seeing that my base is already finished. So I'm just gonna take a tiny bit and work from there. I think that's a lot. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand because I see that's usually how he works with it. So I'm gonna do that too. Yo, this is so creamy. Wow. I honestly thought because it's a paint, like it'll be really hard to work with. Forget eyeshadow, I think I'm into paint now. I'm doing my other eye and I'm still using the product that I have at the back of my hand. So a little really does go a long way with this product. So now I want to play with some eyeshadow on top of this. So I'm going in with this tiny brush here. And I'm jumping into the Zulu by JUVIA'S Place. I want to take this yellow shade here and put it at the top of my inner corner. I'm blending really good so far. I'm still only dipping into that yellow shade, and I'm actually gonna take it and drag it along the top of this pink paint, because I don't know if you can see, I'm having this really nice transition of pink to orange to yellow, almost like a sunset moment, and that's the vibe that I want. Honestly, if I was doing this with eyeshadow alone, I know I would have been here much longer to get that seamless blend. This what took me like less than 30 seconds. Damn, MMMMitchell. I don't want to get too excited because this could go south real quick, but cosmetic paints, the new shade. So to intensify this pink even a little bit more, like in my crease, I want to go in with this shade here, also from the Zulu palette. I'm using the same brush I used to apply the paint. I can't review a Louise product and not cut the crease, right? So I'm gonna go in with Blank Canvas. This is also the MMMMitchell paint. It's a nude shade, so he recommends this for cutting creases. I'm gonna take some on a flat brush from the back of my hand and cut away. I think I'll do a half cut crease. That definitely took some patience. It turned out okay. The only thing is that the white, well, cream blanc canvas base kind of mixed with the pink eyeshadow, so I have like this light pastel pink going on, which I don't mind. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna jump into the Douce by JUVIA'S Place in this shimmery white shade here to set the inner part of my eyes. This is giving me life. Like, I honestly just want to put this shade all over my lid, but I do have other colors that I want to use, so let me stop. For the outer corner, I'm gonna take the Louise colored base in the shade Rude Boy Red. Hello? Meow? Oh, okay, there we go. So I'm gonna use this packer brush here. So I'm gonna take that same brush and dip into the Mini Magic, into the shade Koji, and I'm going to put that where I laid down that Louise colored base. To fill in this centerpiece here, I want to take this metallic base. It's a kind of rose gold color. Okay, it's scratched that. Oh yeah, it's rose gold. But it does have like a dual chrome finish. It looks really, really smooth. I'm gonna take some on a flat brush and put it to the center of my eye. This feels so creamy. I'm curious to see how it dries down. Okay, now it's doing something weird where it's like mixing with the pink shade a little bit. It's making it go kind of funny. Maybe I'm using it wrong. Let me try with my finger. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more, just right to the top. If this ruins the look, I'll be so pissed. I think I saved it, but so far I don't really like this base. Like, the color is gorgeous, but I think I have to play around with it more, or at least read up a little bit more on how I should use this. I finished this eye off camera and it still seems like this does not dry down, the metallic base that is. So I'm gonna jump into the Magic Mini, into this really gold shade here, and I'm just gonna pop that onto the center of my eyelid, right over that halo situation, because it is going a little bit funny just right there. So just right over that in the center. Yep, it's tacky. I could feel it. Okay, that helped a lot. Yep. And it looks really cool too. It has like this really cool gold shift, but on the outside it's like rose gold. I'm mad at that metallic base for messing up my makeup though. This metallic paint or base is very, very creasy. I don't like her, man. I think that's it for the eyelids. I'm gonna pop on a lash and I'll be right back to finish up the bottom lashes. Lashes are on, ready to roll. I use the Kenzie Beauty lashes. This set is called the Glam set, but I used the one at the very top row. It's the most dramatic of the bunch and it's giving me life. Love Kenzie lashes. Now for my under eyes, I want to use the blank canvas for my waterline to give me like that doll eyes effect. And some of the shadows that I used from the JUVIA'S Place palettes, which is like the pink and the orange and maybe a little bit of that yellow, I'm gonna smoke out my lash line. That was really quick. I love these paints. You can see just by putting a lighter or nude color in your waterline how much it just opens up your eye even more. That is what I meant by that doll effect. It's a trick I actually learned from the Louise team and I really love it. It's gorgeous. Gorga, according to Manny anyway. Who is hands down my favorite YouTuber next to Kathleen Light. Like, he's just amazing. He's really funny. Like, I think Manny could seriously have a job in the entertainment world, like Hollywood or something. He's really funny. Anyway, time to finish up my under eyes. I'm gonna go in with this small brush again and I'm gonna dip into this yellow. This not yellow, dummy. This orange shade. I'm gonna dip back into the pink shade that we used earlier from the Zulu palette and run it along that orange shade and connect it to the top. I want to take two little rhinestones and put them in my inner corner for a little pizzazz, you know, a little pop. Taking my trusty lash glue and put in two little dots on my inner corner. For lips, I'm gonna do a nude lip for sure.
For sure.
I'm going in with my LA Girl chocolate lip liner. To fill in the center of my lips, I'm going in with the Jessie Smiles XOXO collab. This is her nude lipstick. It's very pale, but I can make it work with this brown liner. Just take a little brush and blend. I try not to rub because it can take away product, so I pat. For gloss, I'm gonna use Fenty's Hot Chocolate Gloss. It does have a light brown base with some shimmer in it. Oh, it smells like fruits. This lip is definitely giving me like Louise, Stacey Marie, MMMMitchell vibe. Like, they always do these bright bold eyes and this very nude glossy lip. I am digging this look. Okay, I'm gonna fix my hair and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and this is the final look. I really like how it turned out. Despite the little mishap we had with that metallic base, I was able to save it, so it's really cool. I'm getting a lot of sunset vibes from this, which I love. And this lip combo, but the eyes are everything. Like, I really love the way this look came out. I think I have a new fave for sure.
For sure.
But yes, let me get into my final thoughts on all of these products from Louise. Okay, so first things first, let me get rid of the bad products out of the way. It's not that it's a bad product. I think I just have to do a bit more research on how to use this base because I really didn't read up or look at any videos to see how these worked. And they're very new, so there are not a lot of reviews online. But I will play around with this a little bit more and let you know. Right now, it's not my fave. As for the original Louise bases, I really enjoyed this like a lot. It definitely made my eyeshadows pop a lot more. I saw how pigmented that yellow and orange initially went on, and it's really good. I like it. I actually think I might start using this a lot more than regular concealer as my eyeshadow base, so this is a win for me. Definitely my favorite in this bunch today that I tried out has to be the Acid Reign Collection. These paints are freaking amazing and I would highly recommend them, especially if you're into color. I mean, they're definitely not like everyday colors, you know, that you would use. They're very bold colors, which I appreciate. I think I would enjoy this a lot for carnival, especially on clients. Like, it's gonna be so easy to create a look, and they work so well with eyeshadows. Like, I'm truly impressed with them. I honestly thought I was gonna have to like sit here for a while and blend these, when it's actually quite the opposite. It was the metallic base that gave me issues, but this, I love it. Love. I really hope that Louise comes out with all of the shades in the future, because I enjoyed these so much. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you had fun. I know I certainly did, creating this crazy eye look. I mean, I definitely can't wait to create more eye looks in the future with these bases and paints. Like, they're so fun, and yeah, I can't wait to play with them. They're so good. They're actually getting my creative juices flowing. So let me know if you're considering picking up some of these, or if you do have them in your collection. Let me know which ones are your favorite in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you so much. And if you're new here, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. I also post a lot on my Instagram handle, which I'll leave somewhere here, so please join our family. We have a nice little tribe going on here, and I hope you guys remain safe during quarantine and practice your social distancing. I'll see you guys in the next one.